Hello, my name is Andrew Johnson. Today I'm going to be speaking to you about Nike and their ethical issues. To outline what I will be presenting, I've broken down four of Nike's ethical issues into categories learned in Chapter 4 of Understanding Business, our textbook. For ethics is more than legality, I will talk about Nike lobbying and politics. For corporate social responsibility, I will talk about Nike's lack of transparency and omission of relevant information. For international ethics and social responsibilities, I will talk about Nike being accused of forced labor and unlivable wages for factory workers. For ethics, begin with each of us. I will talk about Nike's discrimination of gender, sexual orientation, and racism. Founded in 1964 as Blue Ribbon Sports, the company became Nike in 1971. Nike is in the clothing industry, but is best known for their iconic and collectible shoes. Nike is an American company with stores and factories worldwide, with a little over 1,000 stores and about 600 factories. The CEO is currently John Donahoe. Nike is one of the leading sponsors of athletes worldwide and makes products that can be worn by anyone at any age. In 2021, Nike had an annual revenue of $44.538 billion. Ethics and corporate social responsibility. Ethics is defined as standards of moral behavior, that is, behavior accepted by society as right versus wrong. The topics I intend to discuss are ethics is more than legality, corporate social responsibility, international ethics and social responsibility, as well as ethics begin with each of us. My research findings. I found that Nike spends in excess of $1 million a year on political lobbying and political candidates. I also found Nike fails to properly communicate if they follow guidelines, such as the Leather Working Group's guidelines, and they appear to be using tax havens. Nike has also been accused of failing to properly oversee their factories, in which some are believed to have forced labor and poor working conditions, and those with wages are unlivable. Nike has also been sued for discrimination against women and minorities. My recommendations. Given the ethical lapses prevalent today, how can we restore trust in the free market system and in leaders in general? That is a quote from Understanding Business. This couldn't be truer today than ever before, with companies such as Nike lobbying political issues and donating to help candidates get elected. This is unacceptable because only the top members of Nike get a say in where or who these donations go to. And just because it is legal to do so does not make it ethically acceptable. With a company that sells products worldwide, all of its consumers and employees do not get a say in where these donations are allocated, and that is not acceptable. I would recommend that the company refrains from political issues and focuses their attention towards social issues. The money that is spent on lobbyists and political candidates could be more effectively used elsewhere, such as donations to charity or starting their own foundation. Secondly, there needs to be improvements on current and future acts such as Sarbanes-Oxley's Act. In our textbook, Understanding Business, it states compliance-based ethics codes emphasize preventing unlawful behavior by increasing control and penalizing wrongdoers, and continues on more about the Sarbanes-Oxley Act and other penalizing codes. However, I would recommend that companies should put more emphasis on checks and balances within a company opposed to penalizing once the wrongdoing has been done. By having a company be a top to bottom system, there is no accountability for those at the top, and everything gets put on the bottom. I would have companies create a branch system for human resources, accounting, and marketing, and finally, production. With these three systems, they would balance each other out, similar to the US political system. Third, one of the most powerful influences on a company's effectiveness and financial performance is responsible human resource management. Many companies failed to extend their poorly executed human resource management to other countries. Too many times have a variety of ethnic and or religious groups been ignored, misused for the benefit of the bottom line. To help remedy the misuse and malpractices of many companies, I would recommend a third-party association check in on a company's factories and other workplaces on a random basis. The improvement of this, clearly as stated in our textbook, will be astronomical. Thirdly, in our textbook, Understanding Business, it quotes religious leader Norman Vincent Peale, saying to ask yourself, am I acting fairly? The truth is, many companies are not treating employees fairly at all, let alone the discrimination and assault cases that are brought forth daily and cases that are settled outside of court that the public will never hear about. This is not a problem that comes with an easy solution. In truth, it comes down to society to better itself for its future. However, I would recommend that companies improve their human resource management facilities and encourage employees to talk to HR about what has happened to them or others in their workplace. A slightly better solution, but a difficult one to get companies to approve, would be to have HR departments be fully third party so that there are no bias, no manipulation, or any other wrongdoings could occur. Citations. Thank you.